What's up, guys? I know there's been a lot happening with coaches, whatnot, in the NFL already, but I just kind of want to review all the coaching hires and fires that each team has gone through. As of right now, I might do one when at the end of the season. I'm not the end of the season. Um, Close to the beginning of the new regular season, just so everything's kind of up to date. So this is part one, I guess, of part two. So going immediately at the Texans, they fired David Culley, who, I mean, if you're a Texans coach, I guess you're destined to be fired now. So good luck to the next guy. Hopefully, Brian Flores, who I'll mention later, doesn't go to the Texans. I'm obviously joking. Giants rightfully fired Joe Judge. So I thought this was fake news at first because I saw on Giants Wire or something like that they wanted to stick with Joe Judge, and I soiled myself at the thought of that. So I'm glad they fired him. Both those teams, though, do not have a coach replacement yet. I believe the Giants are one of the main contenders for Brian Flores, which I think would be a good fit. There's also another guy that the Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator would be pretty cool for the Giants to get as well, because he was what molded Josh Allen to who he is today. So hopefully, if they do end up signing that guy, I forget his name, hopefully Daniel Jones, who I do think is a good QB, and with a good team around him, he can be that QB, sort of kind of a Josh Allen like thing, because he is the second fastest QB in the NFL. It's been proven. Next up, we got the Dolphins. They fired Brian Flores. What? What? He didn't want to draft Tua. He didn't want to draft Tua. They've said it before. He didn't want to draft Tua, and he brought a very average-looking team to the playoffs that one year, and then almost led them to the playoffs this year. I hate this. I hate that the Dolphins did this. I think he's one of the better coaches in the NFL, and it's just kind of sad to see because he does have a not so very good team that he was working with in the Dolphins, and I believe that he could have molded that team into an actual genuine playoff contender. But it just opens up better opportunities for other teams. So it is what it is. Vikings. This one, I didn't know the Vikings would finally pull it off. They fired Mike Zimmer. I know he's been in the hot seat for a while now, but still, I didn't think the Vikings would do it. I had them going into this next season as the Vikings head coach. I don't know. They haven't hired anyone yet, but I don't know if they're contending for Brian Flores. The only team I know right now is, I believe, the Texans and the Giants. So yeah, also the Raiders, I believe, because obviously John Gruden resigned because of his things that happened over the course of this season. Bears fire Matt Nagy. This makes sense to me. He's been in the hot seat for forever. I don't know. I don't know what to say. But Bears will hire, sorry if I'm butchering this name, Matt Eberflus. I don't know if that's correct or not. But yeah, that's who they hire. Don't know who he is, if I'm going to be completely honest. Hopefully he does the Bears some good. Hopefully you can build around Justin Fields, who I do think can be prosperous, and he's shown that at times. So yeah. Next up we got Broncos. This one surprised me. They fired Vic Fangio. I mean, it makes sense. It does make sense, but it's still surprising at the same time. And then they hired Nathaniel Hackett. Don't know who he is. Hopefully he does well for the Broncos. Honestly, I'd get rid of Drew Lock. I wouldn't draft a QB. Russell Wilson's going into free agency. I don't know about Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if he wants to retire or not, but I think he's going into free agency as well. So hopefully pick one of those two guys up. And then you'd be good. Raiders, obviously, John Gruden, to be determined head coach. Jaguars. We've known this. We've known this for even before the regular season ended. Urban Meyer's fired. To me, honestly, one of the worst coaches in NFL history. His football IQ, even though being a great college coach, was just like he's never seen a football or never even seen a game of football before. And it was honestly quite unsettling to his stomach. But anyways, he's fired now. Jaguars coach, don't know yet. Saints. This was on Sean Payton's doing. Sean Payton wanted to step down because he wasn't into football, but that doesn't. He said that he will potentially be returning, but that was just a potentially. That was a huge maybe. So don't know about him, but Saints potentially back into the. I don't know, but maybe hiring Brian Flores would be what the Saints want to do as well. I'm not sure though. I haven't seen any news on what the Saints want to do, so I'm not 100%. And yeah, all that being out the way, Ben Roethlisberger officially retires. Goes down as the greatest Pittsburgh Steelers QB to be. Rightfully so though. First ballot Hall of Famer, of course. So yeah. I also wanted to add this at the end here because I just feel that I'm finally getting back on the groove. I know I said that for a long time now, but it's kind of coming to fruition. But I want to ask you guys, if you didn't make it here, I want to ask you guys, what do you want me to make? Because as I have been getting consistent viewers recently, it's been like it's been on the lower spectrum, especially for having 300. And honestly, I guess views doesn't really matter that much to me, but it kind of matters to like. This is the whole reason why I made this channel, is to people to be kind of informed about sports or just enjoy or la di da di da. You know, something for people to do in free time, which I made it for this channel for myself to begin with. And also, what's been kind of crazy to me recently is that like all my 30 minutes or less streams have been like 25 views, and then after my hour streams are only 5 views. Is it? I just want to know what speaks out to y'all, because that would be what would that's what I would have a community section for. And unfortunately, I don't want to make a whole video on like what you guys want me to post, what not. So it is what it is. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all I don't know. I really think Brian Flores, the roof is the limit for that guy. I hope he goes and prospers. Dolphins are idiots. Yes. So bye bye. Hope y'all enjoyed.